Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Demo Jam covering healthcare apps on the AppExchange. My name is Jeff Gross. I'm a Salesforce MVP. My co-host today is Salesforce MVP Joshua Hoskins. Say hello, Joshua.
Hi, everyone. Great to be here.
Good to have you with us. And of course, we always have with us the amazing Amanda Nelson from the AppExchange. Amanda, say hi.
Hi, everybody. Happy to be here. Last Demo Jam of the year, but I'm super excited for this one because healthcare apps, which is new Demo Jam. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, we got some great demos to see today. You guys can follow along live on Twitter using the hashtag AppDemoJam. That's also the way that you can interact with us by asking questions of those who are demoing today. So make sure you're out there using that. Today's participants include Healthwise, Higgy, Conga, and Natterbox. Now let's get ready for the rules. Joshua, it's over to you for that, my friend.
Thanks, Jeff. Well, the rules haven't changed for our last Demo Jam of the year. They're still the same. 3 minutes for the demoer to demo their awesome app with 0 slides. And also, there will be one winner at the very end. So you're going to want to stick around, and there'll be a link provided in the chat, and you'll get to vote for the best demoer on this healthcare app Demo Jam. And the winner will take home an amazing trophy. So stay tuned for that.
Excellent. So this is going to be fun, guys. Everybody stick around to see all the demos and make sure that you vote at the end. So without any further ado, let's kick it off. Today, we've got Conga to start out. Conga is the go-to application provider for Salesforce users looking to accelerate business processes by automating data, documents, contracts, and reporting. Conga provides time-saving solutions for more than 550,000 users in 45 plus countries around all industries. Today's demo is going to introduce you to the fastest and easiest way for your team to stay on track so that you can negotiate deals faster, integrate contract insight, and ensure Salesforce is always up to date with accurate information. And none other than Matthew Maydew is with us today to do the demo. He's a solution engineer at Conga. My friend, are you ready?
I'm ready.
3 minutes begins now, Matthew.
Great. Thank you, Jeff, for that great intro, and thank you, everyone, for joining today. So, Conga Contracts. Conga Contracts streamlines and accelerates that contract negotiations so you can close deals faster, all without leaving Salesforce. With it, you can send contracts directly from Salesforce, compare versions, sync data back into Salesforce, send for approval if needed, and keep a complete contract history throughout the process. So currently, right now, I'm on a new contract object right now. This is a contract object that should be in your Salesforce org already today, so there's no third-party tools that are needed. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill out some required fields here and hit save. This will bring me into the contract itself. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and select the clause bundle. What this does is it's going to allow me to select all the pre-approved language that's set out by our legal team and then get ready to put it into a document. So I select all those clauses. It's going to put that into this record here. I'm going to go ahead and hit create contract. This is going to put all those clauses that I just selected into a great document. We're actually using Conga Composer. This is our flagship product, which is a document generation product. That's going to grab all those, put it in a document, and then automatically save it back to the record. Once this is done, it will reroute us right back to the record itself. So at this point, we can go ahead and send for negotiation. We can just hit this and email this to our product. We can also combine these functions, the create contract and send for negotiation functions, into one button click if you want. So I've sent this email out to our contract, or send out this contract to our prospect. So fast forward after a couple of days, we noticed that we received an email from our prospect saying that they've made some changes. So all I have to do is go back into that contract record and click View Red Lines. What this will do is bring us to all of the changes they possibly made within this contract. So for our contract, SaaS means software as a service for us. But for them, they changed the software as a sandwich. They've also struck out some information here and also changed the payment net due from 30 to 60 days. So to get this information back into Salesforce to update our Salesforce record, we hit true up. What this will do is automatically bring in our Salesforce that we current value that we have is net 30. They put 60. We can go ahead and hit save and continue if we agree with that. Software as a sandwich is close to lunchtime. I'm going to be okay with that. We can skip this information also to further negotiations. I'm going to hit save and continue. And doing this, I'm going to go ahead and go back into the contract record here. and you'll notice that it's already updated our contract. So it's updated all those fields within our contract record. So now it's ready to be sent out for either a wet signature or e-signature if you have those capabilities. So I'm ready for any questions if you have them.
That is awesome, my friend. So what as I observe this, I've seen Conga change a lot over the years, and this is amazing to see how integrated it is into the entire contracting process. And I can see within healthcare of any type out there, there's so much need for negotiations, contracts, going back and forth, everything around NDAs and everything that you need to do within that industry. And you've got the capabilities of taking all those back into here, and even the true up thing. I hadn't seen that piece before. That's actually really cool, because now as you're getting all these things back, automatically being able to recognize that which is changed, make those changes, accept it or reject it within Salesforce, that is pretty slick stuff. So I'm going to turn it over to Amanda right now. Amanda, what have you got for a question from our audience today?
This is not an audience question, but did you say Salesforce is a sandwich or software is a sandwich?
Software is a sandwich. Maybe it was around lunchtime. I'm not sure. Maybe they were hungry, but we accepted those changes anyways.
I loved it. That got my attention. I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty creative.
I'm hungry now.
Okay. I know. I know. So the question is, when it comes to contracts, if you have different file formats, PDF or doc, even Quip, do you work with multiple file formats?
Multiple file formats, usually we generate within Word, so our prospect or our future client can make those changes back. So it's just using those capabilities so they can make those changes. We can do it within PDF, but we generally just go ahead and format it within Word.
All right. Well, awesome. I love that. That's a great job. Good job during the demo. You got it done under 3 minutes, Matt. So awesome job. Stick around, and we got our voting coming up afterwards. Joshua, let's have it over to you for our next contestant today.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Our next contestant up is Healthwise. Healthwise has a simple mission to help people make better health decisions, because better decisions lead to better health, and better health helps people be there for moments in life that matter. And that's pretty important to me. I want to be around for a lifetime, and I'm really looking forward to see what Patricia has to show us about how I can use Healthwise to be around for those life events that I want to hang around for. Patricia, you're out there? Let's see, she's on mute. Try to unmute her. There she is.
There we go. I was having some issues with the unmute portion of the program. So yeah, thanks so much for inviting Healthwise to participate in the app bash. I'm delighted to show you our app. We support the care team through all different phases of working with patients. So as you said, Healthwise is a patient education company. We've been developing patient-facing education for over 40 years, and we create just enough application layer to fit smoothly into the care team's workflow. And so today what you're seeing is our application and the way that integrates into the Salesforce Health Cloud. So we really support 3 different use cases for the care team. We are a job aid for preparation. As care teams are coming together and supporting patients, they work with a diverse set of patients, and oftentimes the care coordinator is switching from someone with diabetes to someone with COPD, and we are a job aid for that care team and the care coordinator to really help talk about the condition with a particular patient. We also are support for patients, and so we have materials that are patient-facing, because we know that when a patient hears information from the care team, they remember only about 25% of that information correctly. And so we provide resources for the patient to take home in the comfort of their home with their family to really understand how to make needed changes in their lifestyle and to be compliant with their care plan. We also support standardized care plans. And so as organizations are moving to standardized care in order to reduce costs and increase quality, Healthwise is a key and important part of that experience. So what you're seeing today, just to jump into the demo, I'm showing you the Health Cloud application. I am the care coordinator, and I'm working with Chris. And Chris is a patient who has just recently been discharged from the hospital. He's got heart failure. And so on our call today, I really want to talk to Chris about any new symptoms that he's having and help him be more compliant with the care plan that his physician has defined for him. So to get to Healthwise, as I'm having the conversation with Chris, I can bring up the Healthwise application. And in talking with Chris today, I find out that he's very concerned and his family's concerned because he's been really sad lately and they're worried that he might have depression. So this is a new symptom for Chris, and I want to be able to work through that with him. A little orientation to the Healthwise app. We create content in many different types of formats. So I've got reference material, I've got articles, and was that the end of the time?
Yeah, that was.
Sure was.
Wow, that was 3
So
minutes.
sorry.
It went so fast. All right, well, here's the Healthwise content. Thank you so much.
3 minutes goes by really, really fast. Thanks a lot for that demo, Patricia. Really appreciate it. You know, what I like about this demo is the fact that you have everything in one place to be able to, in a comprehensive way, understand what the next actions are with the patient, as well as what's been done previously, and all the information is there ready for you to collaborate with the patient itself. So being that the person on the other end, if I'm the patient, has all the information there in an innovative way, it would make me gravitate more to that care team, because they're technically enabling themselves to handle my case more efficiently. So thank you very much for that. And I love to see lightning in the console. It's great. All right, Amanda, what questions do we have out there for Patricia?
Yes, great demo, great way of telling a story. You know, I think that is really clear way to help explain what your app does. So good job. The question is about dashboards. Do you have any type of dashboards to help customers see how all their care coordinators are using health education?
Yes, absolutely. So part of what we do is we track not only how the care team is using the Healthwise application, and we also are tracking how patients are using the health education resources that are going out to them. So for each piece of content that's shared, we're tracking whether the information has been viewed by the patient. And so through our dashboard, the care team as a whole can be tracked around how much are they adopting the application, how that each piece of content is mapped to a care plan and how they're using that, and then how engaged each patient is as well. So we provide dashboards and population-based reports that can really help move that care team through that adoption process.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Patricia. All right, Jeff, over to you for our next contestant.
Absolutely. I tell you what, I keep learning more stuff here, and it reminds me of how much better our lives are with digital in healthcare. I mean, you think about back to paper charts and everything else. This is being able to provide so much more better information between healthcare providers and the patients. And man, this next one is actually a pretty amazing one that you may or may not have heard of before, but I got a little bit of a lengthy intro, but it is really impactful. So our next contestant today is Higi, and Higi is a population health enablement company that helps transform the way people manage their health. He operates a platform and a network of over 12,000 health stations in which over 43 million people so far have completed 250 million biometric screenings. So Higi connects healthcare organizations with people where they are. It collects data and integrates with analytic and clinical workflows to provide actionable insights. Today, healthcare organizations are taking risk on populations that they sometimes have little more than just basic demographic data on 50 to 60% of the members or patients. With Higi Population Screening app, health plans and providers can continuously and affordably screen a broader segment of their membership and the attributed patients and integrate those results into Salesforce, which I had no idea that Salesforce is even the back end of this thing. Workflows within Health Cloud and other apps. The additional data and insight can improve understanding of risk, enhance member prioritization, and support care and disease management and quality initiatives. I mean, this is some pretty comprehensive stuff. So with us today, I've got Dr. Samir Baid. He's the EVP of Healthcare Business Development at Higi. And it's over to you for 3 minutes.
Hey, great. Thank you, Jeff. And good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are. I really appreciate the time today to share what we feel is an app that can combine the power of Salesforce Health Cloud with Higi. And we're, as Jeff mentioned, we're the largest network here in the US of biometric screening stations. And so we've heard a common need amongst health plans, providers, ACOs, that it's really hard to connect with people outside of the hospital and clinic. How do you get to people where they are and where they live? And with Higi, we have a solution around that. One of the nation's largest health plans shared with us that they've only performed biometric screenings on about 4% of their members, and on 20% of their members, they know a lot because those are people that are currently using the hospital or clinic resources. But unfortunately, on a large segment, they know very little. So with our app on Salesforce, we're enabling your organization to inexpensively screen a large segment of your population and obtain vital biometric measurements like blood pressure, body mass index, pulse, weight, body composition data, and even survey data, and then integrate that back. So with that, let's go ahead and go to our Salesforce demo here. And what we've enabled is for a healthcare organization to upload their eligibility file of at-risk members. And from that eligibility file, they can then go and select essentially the population that needs screening. This population can be invited on a cohort basis, or they can be invited on an individual basis as well. And that invitation can go through text or email. We're going to take a look at email invitation here. And so our particular member or patient, Demo2Jam, has received an invitation via email to perform a biometric screening. And so from their email, they can basically click Get Started, and they're taken to Community Cloud, Salesforce Community Cloud, where they can join and provide their permission to share their data off of a Higi station. And so in this case, that when they log in, they're given an authorization form where they can consent to share their data back with Salesforce. Once that data comes back, it really helps to populate the entire biometric record. And in this case, we have a patient, Charles Green, who had consented to share his data. And every time he sits at the Higi station, that data flows over, not just the historic data, but also future data. As he sits there, it comes over in real time. That data can then be used in multiple workflows enabled through other apps that are available through Health Cloud. It can go into other systems and even be used within the analytics framework within Salesforce. And for example, here with Charles, we see that his blood pressure is trending back up. And if there's a continued trend, there's an alert that could be constructed to alert the care manager to reach out to him. From the perspective of additional analysis, because this data can be integrated into analytics, it's available then within tools like reviews. And so really in conclusion, powerful system to be able to really unlock data for you to use in your healthcare workflows.
Awesome, Dr. Samir. That is fantastic stuff. And I had no idea what the Salesforce stuff was that we were going to see inside of Health Cloud, and that's really amazing. You know, it's almost like, what do I say about this? This is something that is promoting the health of basically everybody out there who's within, within use of a Higi station. The fact there's 12,000 out there, I hope there's a lot more coming in, because this is really kind of the gap between patient and their doctor really monitoring all of these things. And it's a way that they can get the data, share it share it securely, privately, and also make it convenient and be able to manage so much about their health, their information, and, make plans for it. Seeing this in here, being able to see the screenings as soon as they consent to it, it goes in here, setting up the alerts. You're just getting into the other dashboards that look really cool. We're gonna have to take an offline call to take a look at that, or we're gonna check you out next time you guys are at a world tour event, things like that. So really appreciate you sharing that with us today. Amanda, I'm going to give it over to you for an audience question.
Okay. Wow, this was a really great demo. Higi, I know this is your first demo jam, and you did a great job. I mean, you just showed Community Cloud, Health Cloud, Salesforce overall, and Higi all in one 3-minute demo. So it's pretty amazing. Good stuff.
And analytics.
And I can't even with you. Amazing, really, really great. Okay. So the question is, how you show the alignment between all these different clouds and technologies. Where should a customer start once they sign up with Higi? What cloud do you feel that they should align with first?
I think this is the power of Salesforce. You can choose many different areas to potentially start. Our app is really focused around Health Cloud itself because it gives you a secure place to upload your data without having to share it externally in terms of the eligibility file, and to perform that outreach and to get the data back securely within Health Cloud. And then that allows you to take that data and use it in multiple different areas. So regardless of how complicated or how simple your initial Health Cloud implementation is, this provides you a great, affordable starting point to bring that data for really large populations in, and then work it through the appropriate other workflow systems you have, or if you're using Health Cloud from a care management perspective, you're absolutely able to use it through that as well. So one of the very powerful comments we got from a health plan, they were kind of surprised when they realized that we're not even asking them for their eligibility list. They're able to upload their eligibility file and maintain the privacy of that into their own instance of Health Cloud. So that's really where we recommend that organizations start, is at the Health Cloud side.
Man, that is fantastic, and really appreciate that. By the way, for anybody who's on the demo jam and you're used to all of our rules, and you saw them at the beginning, actually this was prearranged to allow for a couple of slides, because there's some of this, because we can't just show everybody what the station looks like, and that was pre-approved. So just so everybody knows, it is all fair, and it was pre-planned. And fantastic demo, Dr. Samir. Thank you for that. I'm going to turn it over to Joshua for our final demo today.
All right, cool. Thanks, Jeff. So finally, but not least, we have Natterbox. I have had the pleasure of introducing Natterbox on the demo jams that we do at community events, as well as here now. So I'm really excited to have them join this demo jam. So Natterbox is a leading telecommunications company enabling you to turn Salesforce into your global business phone system, increasing efficiency and productivity for inbound and outbound calls. Healthcare members need a quick, straightforward resolution to their issues. They certainly don't want to wait on hold, or at the very worst, repeat themselves, which is what I hate doing all the time when I call centers. So with us today, Simon's going to show us how Natterbox can make that happen. Simon, are you out there?
I'm here. Can you hear me all right?
We can. Over to you, sir. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Perfect. Thanks, guys, and thanks for the warm introduction. As you've just heard, we are a global contact center provider, and we build everything that we do directly within Salesforce. So over the next 3 minutes, I'm not only going to provision a new phone number that could be dialed from anywhere in the world, I'm going to add that into my live call policies. I'm going to show you what an agent looks like when they're going to receive a call, and we're going to call that number and have it intelligently route that call based on data within Salesforce. So I've probably used enough time on the introduction with all that to do. So first of all, within Salesforce, we'll have a list of all the phone numbers that you can provision for your company. So if we go across to our phone numbers here, what we'll be able to do is see a full list of any phone number within the system. We can go into here, choose it as an organizational wide number so that we can use this for a new system we're setting up. I'm in the UK, so I'm going to use a UK number. I can choose anywhere I want within the country, and in real time, I can get a list of all the phone numbers available. So we've got this one specially prepared. We can jump in and buy that phone number. So as soon as I click get selected phone number, that number is mine and now ready to use in my call policy. I can then jump across and use a combination of Natterbox along with the Salesforce workflow builder to add a number into my already existing contact center. So we're going to add the number in here. And using drag and drop, I can just connect that up with my already existing call flow. So with this, we can now start fully reporting on anyone who dials this new number, as well as using intelligent Salesforce data, such as the existing case and contact, to route that call and pop that information to the agent. So for the agent, here we've got an agent already sitting on the contact. In the bottom corner, they have their phone. This isn't connected to a desk phone or a mobile. This is their actual phone built directly within Salesforce. So if I now call into the number that we just provisioned, we will be able to hear it using Salesforce data and also see that the agent gets presented all the information they need to help a customer on first time calling in.
Hello, James. I see you recently raised an issue with us about your trialing the miracle cure. Since we last spoke, our team has spoken with a specialist and has an update for you.
So now we're reading information to the agent and popping it up with the record. We can answer that call and we can make notes. And we'll hang up the call as I'm using my computer audio. We can make our notes. We can wrap that call as an activity and have all the information in Salesforce ready to use all in real time. And that is building a contact center directly within Salesforce, all in under 3 minutes.
Awesome, great job. Love to hear and see all the stuff that Natterbox has done in the cloud with computer telephony integration. I mean, the fact that you had a personalized introduction, I love personalized services, big fan there. And the fact that you can directly configure your routing and your routing depending on where you are in the world, directly inside of Salesforce with drag and drop. That saves a lot of headache for making it more transparent and easy for people to change as their business grows. So this is excellent. The right information at the right time for the right person to get the job done and move on to the next and be more productive and efficient. Thank you so much. Amanda, what questions out there do we have for Natterbox?
Yeah, great demo. The question is, where do you store notes? Is it a task or object?
Yeah, great question. As standard, we create a task, but actually, because we're embedded in Salesforce, we can create anything you want. So a task, case, anything that you need to be created. Depends on how your business works.
Does that mean I can have a Santa Claus in Salesforce?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's nice. All right, thanks so much. I really appreciate that. All right, folks, hang on. We've got voting coming up. Jeff's going to tell you a little bit about voting.
Absolutely. So there is a link coming through in the chat of GoToMeeting. Click on that, go out there, and there it is, popping up right there in the quick poll. I want you guys to pick your favorite out of these four. We had some fantastic demos today. You can vote as many times as you like, but you can't vote for your own company. In other words, if you guys are on from any of these four companies, sorry, you guys are disqualified from voting this time, but it is up to our audience to decide the winner today. It's been fantastic having these guys on. Joshua, as we come to the end of the year, it is by the way, we're going to leave this voting open for a couple minutes here. We're going to tell you a few announcements and things like that in the meantime. As we think about what 2017 has been like, tell me, how many demo jams have there been this year? Because you and I have been part of a lot of them, but how many have there been? I don't think we've been part of nearly as many as there were.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Jeff. It's been a roller coaster of a year in a good way. And before we say how many demo jams we've actually done, I want to take some time and actually thank the rest of the Trailblazer community and fellow MVPs and part of our community that have helped put this on. And then also thank the AppExchange marketing team and all the great work that Amanda does to put all these on. It's not an easy task, and obviously we can't be there for all of them, and we want to be able to make sure that more people can do these. So as you have seen more and more this year, we've made a bigger step to make them global and also do more themed demo jams like healthcare today. So they're expanding and we'll do more next year, and it's pretty exciting. But to answer your question, Jeff,
yeah,
the grand total number that we've done this year is 106 demo jams, including this one today.
That is fantastic. That is a huge accomplishment. And Amanda, I know it's not just you, but you're the person that really spearheads all of this, and you've been the one who's involved so many people from the community. You do all of the coordination, all the legwork to get all of our Demo Jam AppExchange participants in here. We got to say a huge thank you to Amanda for all the work she does to put this together. It's been so much fun for Joshua and I to be part of this thing, and we enjoy doing it. You know, this is a volunteer thing. We love doing it though, and it's been so much fun. we really appreciate you, Amanda.
Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I couldn't do it without you. You've been amazing. We've had about 15 different hosts of our demo jams throughout the year, and you two have done by far the most and have led this webinar, so really appreciate it and being part of it. The votes are still coming in, folks. Please continue to vote. If you are, checking your email, just check your screen and make sure that you're voting. We'll leave it open for just a few more seconds.
Sounds good. Yeah, we're definitely going to be looking forward to the demo jams coming next year. We had, was it 8 total? Yeah, we had 7 demo jams at Dreamforce this year, and then a final mega demo jam with all of the winners of the previous ones coming together, demoing all in one session. I can't wait till what we do next year. We got to top everything, every year. I think we should always look to top what we did the previous year. I think healthcare needs to have its own demo jam next year at Dreamforce. I think that's a definitely fair thing. And you know what? It's amazing to see what the companies are that have come out of the AppExchange over the years. And, just seeing how healthcare is now a part of that. They have a place on the AppExchange, and these apps are, truly making life better for a lot of people just by being able to connect a lot of the dots, make a healthcare provider's life easier, as well as making patients' lives better too. So, Mr. Joshua, how are we doing here?
Yeah. So, you know what? I can also I think we have it coming in just a second. We'll get those results in. We don't have them just yet.
Okay. All right.
They're on their way. All right, here we go. All right, we have it in. All right, polls are closed. Are we ready? Little drum roll. Do we have a drum roll?
I don't have it with me today, so go for it, Joshua.
There you go. And today's Demo Jam winner of Healthcare 2017, last Demo Jam of the year, is Higgy. Congratulations to Higgy.
Absolutely. That is fantastic. Dr. Samira, are you out there? Do you want to give us a couple of words of wisdom, a little congratulations?
I am. No, thank you, everybody, for really participating. We'd love it if you would go and use your closest Higgy station. Go to higgy.com, and there's a locator, and we'd love for you to have the experience. And once you've had it, we'd welcome doing a demo for your organization where you can connect your Higgy account to Salesforce Health Cloud. So would enjoy that, and thank you for all of your time today.
Absolutely. Well, it's been great having all of our contestants on today. Thank you, everybody. You've done a great job. Everybody who's on this webinar today, make sure that you go out there on the AppExchange and check all these out. You can always go to appdemojam.com. That links out to all of the previous ones out there. This, of course, was recorded. It's going to be available on YouTube after. You can definitely go back and watch this again. In fact, I think you should go back and share this link with some friends, some colleagues, people you work with, because they need to know what Health Cloud can do as well. So, Amanda, I'm going to turn it over to you to sign off today.
Oh, well, thank you. Congrats, Higgy. Congrats, everyone, for being a part of it. And thank you all for joining us today before your holiday break. We have more demo jams coming up in the new year every third Thursday. You're already registered, so all you have to do is join us on January 18 for new apps. So get a taste of some newer tech coming to AppExchange, sales apps in February, and then more industry-focused apps in March with manufacturing and ERP. So congratulations, Higgy. Congrats, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. And 2017 Demo Jam, that's a wrap.
All right. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next year.